Hi everybody, hello, I'm back again. Sorry it's been a bit longer from the last video to this one. Days seem to just rush past. So we're back doing the little journal that will go inside the other journal. Or it could be a journal on its own actually, for that matter. We made this. Sort of, I don't know, what is it? It's a pocket. It's a pocket. And we're trying to use up my cream file folders and my stickers, because I have oodles and doodles of them. So this is what we're going to be making today. I've already made one just to see if the theory worked. It's belly band, and behind the belly band I've popped one of the postcards that we made the other day. So that just lives in there like that. So I'll leave that out and open somewhere so I can kind of see it and have a chance of making it again. So what I've done is, my journal measures 8 1/4 from top to bottom, and I've taken a piece of the file folder card, and I had 7 3/4 left. You know, this was 7 3/4, so I thought, right, just use that then, that'll do me nicely. And it is 3 inches, so it's 3 by 7 3/4. You could make yours a little bit taller if you want to, but that's fine for the postcards to go into. Let's just grab one. They go in there nicely, so it's a good fit. Right, so the first thing I want to do is make a pocket on this. Now, what I've done is I've taken my Popular Encyclopedia of Gardening, and I've torn out 2 pages and stuck them together, because the pages themselves are a little bit thin for a pocket. So this is just 2 pages stuck together, and it really does bulk it up. And I want the pocket to be gusseted edge to edge and just a little bit down from the top. So what did I say that measured? 7 3/4. Yeah, so ultimately I want the pocket to measure 7 1/2, or yeah, 7 1/2 by 3, but I have to allow for gussets. So let's just trim off this margin here. I think the pages are more or less straight. They'll be straight enough, I'm sure. So I wanted to measure 3, so I need 2 1/2-inch gussets on that. So I need to cut this at 4. 4. There we are. A bit left for another project, another day. And then I'm just going to, this is largely going to fold in on the gusset, but I'm just going to trim a little bit off that bottom margin. So I want it to measure 7 1/4 to 7 1/2, but I think that's all right, firm enough for the top. So I just want to add a 1/2 inch on for the gusset at the bottom. So I want it to be, say, 7 1/4, 7 1/2-ish plus a 1/2, so a little bit light of 8 inches. So there's 8, let's make it an 1/8 less than that, and trim that off. There we go. Right, so that's going to be our pocket, and it'll go with all the book pages and everything in there. Let's get my scoreboard out. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing well. I'm taking it kind of steady because I don't want to end up being poorly again. So I'm not going full tilt at anything, but you know, we've just hung the washing out and that sort of thing. I know, the Olympics, dear me. I started watching the Olympics really early this morning, and I was watching the diving actually, but it wouldn't have mattered what I was watching. I got caught up in it completely. And then when it was time to award the medals, and I don't know why I'm surprised at this because I cry at anything, but I was in floods of tears. Honestly, I was so proud of the people. As it happened, there was a Brit, two Brits who won a silver medal. And I'm just going to snip off these corner where the gusset is. And I couldn't stop crying. Oh dear me. I am a bit like that. Even if there'd been no Brit in there, I'd have still been crying. I'm so sort of proud of them. It's kind of ridiculous. So I'm just going to fold that in on the score line that we made. Fold these sides in as well. So when we're finished, hopefully, let's just take off a little bit there. Hopefully this will measure 3 inches wide. That would be great. So yeah, that's me crying. Honestly, I don't know why I cry at such things that have absolutely nothing to do with me, to be honest. But I do. Right, so there's the back piece that we're going to be building on. Here's the pocket that's going to go on there. Look at that. That's perfect. So it's probably time for a bit of inking, and I also want to pop a doodah thumb notch in this here. So let's just mark where the centre is. That is exactly 3 inches, my goodness. And let's just make a mark there. And cut a thumb notch out. So let's, as I say, let's get inking around here. And I'm using my Vintage Photo Oxide because I really like that colour actually. And I'm doing this just in case you can see tiny bits of this under, you know, when we stick the pocket on. I'm trying to work out what that sound was. It's Mr. F doing the hoovering, I think. And then all around this pocket as well. Then we can get this stuck on, I think. I think so anyway. So, there we go. Right. So since I've been to see the professor, I've been really quite naughty with my eating regime, not in any other way. I'm going to stick the bottom on first, which is the way that I like to do this sort of thing. Yeah, so I need to get properly back on the wagon, because I love it when I get on the scales and I've lost weight. But I'm so pleased. 2 things. 1, that he was pleased with me, and 2, that I can now eat without being sick. That, yeah, I've been eating a bit too much, but never mind. So I'm now going to just pop a little bit of washi tape. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on, because the last thing you want is your washi tape wrinkling up. That would not help the situation. So just a little bit of glue. Yes. You don't have to do this, but I hate it when cards get stuck in pockets because they won't go over this bottom bit. So just a little bit there. I've no idea what washi this is that I'm using. It happens to be on my desk. So that's what I'll use. And really, really press that down, as you don't want it lifting. The idea is when you put things in your pocket, it'll smoothly go down. And then we can glue the sides. Then we've got a nice gusseted pocket. It's not very big, but it'll be big enough. For a belly band, it's packing a punch. There we go. So I've just got a teeny bit too much glue there. Right, so then all we need to do is hold those down, press that down over there, and hopefully that's job done. Yes, look at that. That's lovely. There we go. So just got glue on my fingers now. Give that a good press down. Right, okay, what's the next thing that we do then? Well, we're going to put a pocket on here. And I'm going to use my my file folder. Yes, that's it. And this was a remnant, and I've cut it. So it's 3 inches across there, and it's 3 inches square actually. And that's just going to be our pocket, and it's just going to slide, live there. But it looks a little bit on the plain side. So what I've decided to do is get a stencil. And a bit of blue roll maybe. I don't want to get ink all over my desk really. This is just legible text. You can use whatever stencil comes to hand. Will do. It'll be great. I'm just going to use my brush because I like that best. And I just want, I don't want all of it sort of thing, but let's have a look and see what that looks like. Yeah, I mean that's nice. It's just enough. Just enough. And then, oh, I don't know why I'm putting that away. Oh, I need to cut a thumb notch. A thumb notch. So that's halfway. There we go. And then let's ink around this. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever used a vintage photo in the oxide before, but it is a really nice colour. So now I want to find a sticker to put on there for the pocket. So bring on the stickers. Well, I've just laid a few out actually because I just had too many. That would go on there, wouldn't it? That would go on there quite nicely. That just happened to be one that was lying around. Got another pile over here of actual washy stickers. That's a washi sticker. That would go on there, but it's maybe just a little bit plain. That's quite pretty, isn't it? I might use that, quite like that. Yeah, but if you can see, it's got this sort of loose petal here that I don't want, because it's just coming in a little bit at the bottom, so I'm going to trim that off. Let's trim around what's left. Put that in the bin. There we go. Do I normally use my tweezers? I can't remember what I normally use. There we are anyway. Just got it started, that's the main thing. So I have to be a little careful with these washi stickers because you can tear them. They are just washi. There we go. So just put that up there like that. I'm stuck to it. Yeah, that's nice. That's pretty. So I'm just going to get this and really burnish it down. When you really burnish it down, you can hardly see it's distinct from the back paper at all. So let's just trim these off. All the excess pieces, is not much. And that I might just be able to turn in there. Yes, lovely. Lovely, lovely. I like that, it looks nice. Just ink that little bit there that we turned over. Make sure all the bits that you cut off still got ink on the edge. Right, that's that then. So, where's our pocket gone then? Here it is. So that's going to go there. And it's going to look nice. You will look nice. So let's just glue that down. I think it's nice when you've got things in your journal that are sort of more than they could be. That little bit at the top does not want to stick down there, so I'm going to cut that off. There we are. Yeah, you know, a belly band could be just a belly band, couldn't it? Just something to tuck something behind. Or it could be like this and do stuff, which I kind of like. And I also like horizontal ones. I mean, maybe we'll do one of those next, I don't know. Whatever tickles my fancy, really. I was going to leave this to be largely a writing journal, but yeah, we're filling it up with stuff, but that's okay. A bit shaky today. Don't know why. There we go. So there we have it. We have a belly band that is a pocket with a pocket. And obviously the belly band behind it. Are we done yet? Oh, no, we aren't. I don't know why I've got this here. I have taken a piece of the file folder. Actually, I haven't. This is a piece of card. It happened to be a remnant. And I've cut it to be 3.5 by, let's touch over 4. And it's going to go here. It's going to go behind the belly band. So, kind of there. So we're going to stick that on. And that should come pretty much all the way over. But before we do that, let's ink around it. Because, yes, we've inked everything else. There we go. And I want to stamp on it as well. So come back. So that's the way it's going to go. It's going to hinge on the right. At this stage you could have it hinging on the left, but then when you flip it open you wouldn't be able to write on it very well. So I'm going to make it hinge from the right, and I'm going to use this stamp that I hardly ever use. It's a darkroom door stamp, 2016 darkroom door, and look at it, it's gorgeous. I mean, that would just be beautiful up the edge of a page. When I bought it, of course I didn't read the size. Whoever reads the sizes? And I wasn't expecting it to be quite this large. I mean, that is a large stamp, isn't it? What does it measure, out of interest? just over 12 inches. That's so you could get that up a whole scrapbook page. Anyway, so I'm going to use my VersaFine Clair Sand Dune again because I love it. And I'm just going to use this bit at the bottom. How far do I need it to come up? To about there. And it's got sort of ferns and butterflies. It's called Butterfly Garden. And it's gorgeous, I love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and put that over the top. Like that. And see if I can find a brayer. And just press that down. Don't want to press it too heavily, but you want an impression. Oh, that's come out a bit. It's come out a bit wibbly wobbly, hasn't it? I think I'll... what goes on there? Nothing. Yeah, no, I think I'll do another one. I'm not keen on that. So, let's move that to one side. Hooray! And take this and we'll just... I'm going to do it to the top of the pocket. And here I want to leave a good 1/4 inch. So I'll tell you now in a sec what that measures. It measures almost 4 1/4. So let's just trim that off there. See, these things happen to everybody. I'm pretty sure they happen to everybody. Just some people choose to show it, other people don't. So if I've got that coming to there and I want that right to that side, and then I'm going to fold that over. So where does my line need to be? Needs to be there. So let's score that. Where's my little scoreboard? Oh, it's in my trolley, which is the other side of the room. I'm gradually getting my trolley sorted out with the bits that I want and need. So that's going to go there. That score line, which is at 3 inches. That's good. And let's just test this theory out. That if we fold that there and put that in there, it's actually going to come all the way over. Well, look at that, it doesn't. Leaves just that little bit. I'm all right with that. I can live with that. That's okay. So I just need to cut off this flap to be less than it is. So 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, something like that, whatever, will be fine. So there we have it. There's our new made to measure flap. Perfect. So now I'm going to ink round it again. Well, no, let's stamp on it first. Let's stamp on it because we don't want to be wasting inking round it if it's gone a bit wonky. I think I just applied too much pressure with my brayer. So this time I'm going to try and pick it up and put it on. I love this sand dune colour, I love it. Right, so let's do this. So I'm just going to kind of gently do the finger tap. And have a look and see what we've got. Oh yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. There we go. So let's put that over there. the other thing that I want for this is, where's my doodah? Here it is, a tab to put on the side so you can see you need to move it round. And yeah, I've got this. So let's just use this. Cut one of these out. You don't. It doesn't have to be this tab. It can be any tab. It could be anything you like, as long as it's a bit of a handle. Give people the idea that this brand is Vasson Creative. I do like their stuff actually. I find it quite affordable and good quality. You know, what more can you ask for? So let's ink around that. It wouldn't be my journal if it didn't have some sort of flippy floppy in it, would it, really? Let's be fair. So there we go, and I'm just going to ink around this as well. So you can see it when it's stuck on. There we go. Now I'd quite like to put a stamp of something on there. Let's have a look and see what I've got. I've got this one. It's got loads of little stamps at the bottom. Top priority follower, always good. Would that fit? Always good would fit. Should we do that? Could have Is It Friday yet, but that's got nothing to do with now. Thoughts. Thoughts will do. Thoughts. Let's get this P out. And I'm going to do this in... Oh, I've got a stamp already on that. I'm going to do this in black because I kind of want it to stand out. And I'm just going to open that up. Make it easier for me to stamp on. And I'm going to put that there, and let's hope that's straight. Look at that. Perfect. Perfectly perfect. Oh, I found another video channel, YouTube channel to watch. It's called Vibes of Vintage. And where did this come from? There. And sadly, a lot of it is speeded up and she doesn't speak. But the ideas, the concept of what she's doing, I absolutely love it. So let's stick that on there. Like so. Yeah, right there. Yeah, I do. I absolutely love her work. And when I watch it, I really, really want to make something Timmy. So the next of these little journals will be the Timmy version. Because if you remember, I told you the lady that wanted it wants a mixture of things. I mean, she even said she wanted some Christmas. Well, now we've got Lorna's fabulous Christmas set. No stopping me there, is there? There we go. So, what the thoughts here. And it's kind of going to be where it lands today because of the shaking. But that's fine. We can craft and shake. There we go, and then we need to stick this onto the back like that. I think that looks nice. Yeah, so let's just put some glue down on here. Yeah, so Vibes of Vintage. She is also Lady Blackblood. If you've ever been on Etsy looking for dark stuff, she has the Lady Blackblood Etsy shop as well as the Vibes of Vintage shop. So I want that at the top of the pocket. Push it all the way across. There we go. And let's just do that. And then I'm going to use another bit of washi down there in case you're trying to put a postcard or something in behind it and it gets caught on it. We don't want that. So just another piece of washi. Better to be safe than sorry. So just along there, like that. Perfect, and give that a good bone folding. And then nothing that you put in is going to get stuck, it will go smoothly in. So there we are, that's that. But one thing would annoy me with this, and that's that this doesn't want to stay down. It will, in the fullness of time it will, because it's in a journal and it'll be quite tight. But I like the idea of having it sort of more secret, if you like. So I think what I did with the other one was make a little tag to go in there. And if you remember, when I made my postcards, I ended up with 2 that were blank backs that I didn't make as postcards. So, yeah, let's just do that. If I do it that way, is it long enough? Is it going to be long enough? Not really. I'm going to do it taller. So I'm going to do it to about, let's see where that thing sticks out. We don't really want it beyond that. To about there. And I want it to make the mark for how wide I want it. I don't want to be having to push this in, struggle with it. I want it to slide in nicely. So let's have a look and see what this measures when I get it trimmed out. So that is almost 4 3/4, and that's 2 1/2. I'm going to keep those because they'd be nice to stamp on. So let's just check that this does want to go in there. Yeah, it's pretty near perfect, I'd say. So let's do our stuff. Make the corner template for the tag. And ink around it, I guess, is the next logical step. So yeah, you see what I mean now, guys. This belly band is more than a belly band. But yet, it still is a belly band. Oh dear. Right, so now I want a sticker. Let's see what we've got. I didn't even know I had that pack. They're all pretty large. What's in this one? Let's have a look and see. It might be a bit on the big side, but let's see. They look all white. That's not all right. No, they look all white. That's just too big. I quite like that one. I quite like that one. It's nice. It's not in your face or anything. Oh, I like that one as well. I like that one more than the other one. That's too wide. This is going to be too big. Oh, just. And then this one's also going to be too big. So let's put those back in the pack. Pretend I know what's in there. And let's use this one. I like that. It's nice. Kind of subdued, but the whole thing is kind of subdued. And I just need to take this off. Yeah, I know. I'm shaking and I'm using a knife. No, it's not just you that's worried. I'm worried too. But we're alright. I think we've got it there. That's it. Let's close that up before I do any permanent damage. Right, so let's just pop that there. Perfect. I'm just going to cut that off at the bottom where it's peeping over. There we are. Right. So make sure that that's pressed well down into the paper. There we go. So that's going to go in there and hold this down. Oh, doesn't it look nice? I think so. But I do want a bit of seam binding, a topper of some sort on there. So I'm going to put an eyelet in, and I'm going to use gold. Oi. Let's see where we need to put it, shall we? Let's not just eyeball it, because you know I'm rubbish at that. That needs to go there. Oh, stop shaking. Perfect. So I've chosen to use this sort of light browny beigey colour. I like it, and I don't need that much really. About there, let's say. And I'm just going to do a conventional thing where you push it through and then loop your ribbon back through that loop there. There we go, pull those tight. Pull them individually and you'll get them tighter. There we go. And that possibly is still a little bit too long for me for this project. There we go. So we've got that journaling, we've got this journaling. Let's leave that closed just now. So I think that's looking all right. It's coming along okay. Okay, so there's only one thing left to do now. So if we unbox this, unpack it, we need a thingy to go in there. Journaling card, tag, whatever. So otherwise there was no point putting the pocket on, was there? I've had a look through my scraps and I can't find any scraps that are the right size for it. So I'm going to have to cut a bit off here. Now I want it to, we put gussets in if you remember, so it should be almost 3 inches, but we'll make it just a little bit less. So I'll make it to there. And I'll trim that out. I use my rotary trimmer for this one because it's quite thick, 2 lots of this together. And let's just trim that out to there. Lovely, still got that. It's amazing how far these blinking things go, honestly. Really is. Probably finished with that now, to be fair. Let's pop that there. And where's my thingy? Here. So I'd like it, oh, I need to get rid of these funny shaped bits at the top. So let's see where we want it to come to. And have we glued anything down? And I think by the looks of it we have. So I'm going to take my Timmy ruler, and with the beveled edge I'm going to go right up to this edge and just make sure that there's no glue just sticking that gusset down. Then I'm going to turn it over so I've got the beveled edge on the other side and do the same down there. Yeah, so that should now be open, and sometimes you can hear it just pop, you know, as you go through. So that should fit in there rather nicely, which it does. And I think that's it right to the bottom. It should be, because we put washi on it. I'm going to make this the same height as the pocket, so I'm going to trim it there. Really? I have no idea what that measures. I'll tell you in a minute if you want to know, but best way is to measure it from your pocket. Nice scrap or remnant. Right, what I'm going to do now is stamp on it, and I'm going to use that same gorgeous stamp that we used before, because I really do, I love it, and I can't think of a project I've actually used it in before. So yeah, I'm going to use that. So I'm going to use the top part of it this time, and there's a bit more sort of script in through this one. So I've got it lying beside this so I can see how far down I need to ink. There we go. So let's just turn that round and pop it onto there. Can you sense the tension, or is it just me? Oh, there's the dinner gong. Oh, look at that, it's beautiful. That is beautiful. So I'm going for lunch now. There's not much of this left to do, so join me in a second, we'll finish it off. Right, so where was I then before I skipped off to have my very lovely lunch? I think we were just doing this, weren't we? Yes, we just stamped that. Right, what I want to do now, because it is a journaling card rather more than a tag, is just round the corners off, and it always helps cards go into pockets more easily if the corners are rounded. There we are. Now I want to ink around it. Once again, I don't know what this bit of blue paper is doing, but I'm sick of finding these things through the house, to be honest. These little cornery bits. Yeah, let's ink around this. Tesco man outside. Looks like Sue's having a grocery delivery. Well, we put our washing, all our laundry out today, and whilst we were having lunch it started to rain. So we've got that in. It's supposed to be a good day tomorrow. We'll put it out again tomorrow. If not, can go in the tumbler. Right, so I want to put a little tag, same as the other one, on this. So let's just make a hole, make a mark where we want the hole to be, should I say. my mug, there's my mug. And we'll have a gold one in there as well. Oi. There we go. Wow, that was a coughing fit. Oh dear. Let's hope it's gone now. Where did I put my... Here it is. My little bit of this. I don't need very much. Let's cut it about there. And same as before. I do like this colour of seam binding. I seem to go through phases where I use seam binding a lot, and then phases where I hardly use it at all. When I first started and I was doing all shabby things, I used an awful lot of seam binding. Right, so let's have a look then. This now should hopefully fit into our back pocket. Look at that, easy peasy. And because of the thumb notch and because of the topper that it's got on, you can see there's something in there that needs to pull out. That goes that way, but you can see that there's something there because of this tab. And then this fits into there, which holds this down. So all in all, it's more than a belly band. It's a belly band plus. So where shall we put it then in our journal? Towards the back, I think. Maybe here. Maybe on the very back page. I don't know, I wouldn't mind leaving that actually, quite like that. Just put it there. That's going to take the dicky birds away. Well, you know, something's got to give. Something's got to give. So what I'm going to do is put double-sided tape on it. If I can find the end. There we are. And then I'll put some glue on as well. And there'll still be plenty room for the postcard to fit in. I'm in the mood to make something Timmy. I really, really, really am. We'll see what happens. So there we are. Make sure they're burnished down nicely. Take the release tape off. Pop a bit of glue on and Bob's your blooming uncle. Mr. F did promise me a cup of coffee when I'd finished this, so I'm very nearly finished it actually. Just needs stuck in a book. I hope you have a go at this, whatever style your style is, because you know there's places that you could add lace and stuff like that. You could really pretty it up, you could grunge it up, you could do anything. So I'm just going to leave a gap top and bottom because if you remember our piece of file folder wasn't the full length when we started. Oh my goodness, I'm having extreme coughing fits. Oh dear. So give that a good press down. And same at the top, that's got folded over, but I don't really mind about that. Press that down as well. And there we have it. our lovely belly band. Doesn't it look gorgeous on those coffee stained papers with the stenciling on? Well, I think it does. And a postcard. So what have we got left? We've got beautiful irises one. I like that one. And that's a blank one. Yeah, I'm going to use that green one. Actually, I really like it. It's just a bit different, isn't it? So just pop that into there. It holds nicely. And there we have it. There's our page of the day. I hope you like it. I really, really hope you give it a go, because I think you'll have fun, because there's lots of little sort of elements, but there's nothing too big to get stuck on. So, thanks very much for joining me today. I don't think there's any more to say. Is there any more to say? I don't think there's any more to say. Apart from, I will be back with you as soon as I can. Today's Monday as I record this. So I don't believe I've got anything on for the rest of the week, which would be fabulous. So I'll see you real soon. Take care, everybody. Thank you. Bye.